This flower bed, as you can see, is also in layers. The bottom layer is colorful, and the middle layer is a different color, and the upper layer is this beautiful Japanese maple, which is very nice. This is professionally landscaped. Here is the same effect, except for these are perennials. You've got rocks and these small bushes to form the bottom layer, and we've got these, which I think are boxwoods, form the middle, and these big hydrangeas are forming the top. And this whole thing forms a uniform kind of picture. I like this design a lot. We've got annuals in front and perennials in back, and a little pine straw in front to make the third layer, and rock to make the third layer. So that one actually looks pretty good, and it's low maintenance. This one's a little past its prime, I would say. Here's one that was done on the same theory, but this one lacks maintenance. A lot of it needs to be trimmed back. And some question as to when anybody even lives here at the moment. It's actually quite pleasant. Probably at the time this thing was planted, it was a good idea, but it's kind of taken over the yard now. But they have the layered effect here with the variegated hostas and the perennial little flowering monkey grass in front. This one got a little hot, but it's also very well thought out. Tall stuff in back, small stuff in front. That poor hosta plant is dried out. This one here is very well thought out also. It may have been professionally done at some point. Japanese maples are very expensive. These are annuals, except for that what was in that flower pot. This one has the right idea, but it's a little mismanaged. The whole thing could stand to be cut all the way back. This is tidy and illustrates the point of layering. And that one there's fallen out of the layer, but it looks good. These might actually be all annuals that come up every year, with the exception of that one right there, which is a little past its prime because it's August. That's very pleasant to me. Look at this one. Might be better if you swap the tall ones and the short ones so that the short ones are in front. That's a butterfly bush. Could use a little water, I would say, but other than that, it's beautiful. This is very simple and well maintained, and the rock is part of the landscaping. See what's happening here? These plants right here were planted by the same professional landscapers at the same time as those over there, and they're the same type, and they're watered exactly the same amount. And the difference is this thing here, which keeps them in the shade all the time. So the professional landscapers probably could have done a better job of putting shady ones in here rather than the other. These are perennials. This is some kind of flowering monkey grass that we've seen all over this place, and it actually looks pretty nice today. Here's the lesson. Here's some more of these plants planted exactly the same time by the same landscaper, but no shade tree. A little pride in this one. Layered effect. Got some ornaments. We got some multicolored, and I think these are all perennials that'll come back every year. So it didn't actually cost them too much money. Oh yeah, here's a backyard of the same place. Very pleasant. These are, they look like Italian cypress, but I don't think they are. But this little area here is very well thought out, and they spent some money on the retaining wall. Looks like this one was well thought out originally. It's gotten a little out of hand, probably because it's so big. But it does cut down on the mowable space. I like the black-eyed Susans. On the topic of edible landscaping, these are peach trees. And they fit perfectly here. They fit into the layered plan. This is a very nice flower bed here, I think. That's a little apple tree, if I'm not mistaken. The front of this one is layered beautifully. The flower pot's in the middle. once they're profuse with flowers, will contribute to that. Here, in the interest of full disclosure, is mine. As you can see, we've got plenty of flower bed space, but they're being underutilized. Those plants there in the front, the boundary bushes there, were beautiful for about 5 years, but now they're overgrown, as are those azaleas. So if I was really with it, I would get aggressive, tear all those out, put new, but I may have to leave that to the next guy. Thanks for watching.